What is this outrage about LaRussell? Tell me why we're so freaking mad at LaRussell. But LaRussell has definitely made a few missteps recently. And most of it's related to one thing, and it's not what you think. It's media training. Come on, y'all. So everybody had nothing but good things to say about LaRussell. LaRussell was the quintessential rapper, the one from around the way in your neighborhood who's been struggling, putting the hard work in, selling his CDs direct to consumer, and making money, getting that bread. Exactly what we've all been championing so that the black man can put the money in his pocket. But the minute y'all let LaRussell talk, you got a problem with it. Now, as a former independent record label owner, I respect all of LaRussell's hustle, all the way up to him signing a deal with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. Respect it all. I respect y'all paying $1.25 for his music. I respect y'all paying thousands of dollars. That's what free enterprise is about. Kudos to LaRussell. The first misstep LaRussell made was talking about a legend, one that lots of people respect and thought was a trailblazer to the 2010 backpack rapper, Lil Wayne. Now, I love Lil Wayne like everybody else. LaRussell has every right to critique his favorite. Favorites ain't perfect. And everything he said about Lil Wayne is true. But hold that thought as we move on to his recent lyrics, and then we're going to double back to what all of this means for LaRussell. Now, his recent lyrics, LaRussell said something that he believed from his whole heart, like he said it with his full chest. Now, let me read these lyrics so I don't get them wrong, because we got to talk about them. First, LaRussell said, "My engineer told me not to say this, and his engineer deserves a raise," and was right. His engineer told him not to say this. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Martin Luther King was heaven sent. Kanye West was heaven sent. Epstein was heaven sent. Everybody was heaven sent, including us and him and the cats and the puppies. We all heaven sent according to LaRussell. But according to Collins Dictionary, heaven sent is an adjective that is meant to mean an opportunity that is favorable, occurring at a good or opportune time. LaRussell, when challenged about this heaven sent, people are trying to explain him away. There are LaRussell defenders that's coming out saying there's a heaven dash sin and there's a heaven space sin, and each one means something different. No, you meant exactly what you said, heaven sent. And until you say you didn't mean that, I'm taking you for exactly what you said. Now, y'all done pushed LaRussell's mama all out the house into the street, having to organize a rally to support her son's right to say his lyrics in public. There's been pundits and podcasters to come out to defend LaRussell. All the while, LaRussell doubled down on his lyrical expression and his right to be able to express his art in a public forum for the world to appreciate. Like, comment, and subscribe. And here's where I spin the block, tell you the problem and what he needs to do. First off, number one, check the dictionary before he starts writing his lyrics the next time. Sometimes when he says a word, because I do it, I use big words and sometimes I stick them in the wrong spot. When you use big words, you're going to need to look them up first if you don't really know what they mean. Secondly, number two, I need you to keep writing because it is causing conversation about how we feel about bad things in the world. And one thing about black people, we will try to sweep a bad thing under the rug. And because of what LaRussell said, like, you gotta address Epstein. How do you feel about Trump? And yet you know there's a God who proclaims he's the God of everybody. What God sent was the ability to procreate. But God doesn't send human behavior. Human behavior is learned, developed, and chosen. People absolutely took this the way you meant it. If you gonna say something, stand 10 toes down. Don't call your mama grown man. You gotta stand on it, and your mama wrong for calling out her neighbors to defend you when it's your responsibility to explain your position. And you don't get to log off internet after you started fouling the internet. You don't get to call foul and let the house burn. You have to explain what you said. If you meant it in a way that people took it wrong, you need to do exactly what you did with Lil Wayne. Come out and re-explain what you meant so that it's clear. Lastly, I'm talking to Jay-Z on this one. Y'all step aside. Hey ho, you need to get LaRussell some media training. This dude's been out here grinding, doing some great things, and he's been doing them all by himself. But what he has never had was media training. He has never had this many eyes on him where you have to pick and choose your words wisely. Does LaRussell have the responsibility to make me, the fan, comfortable? Because LaRussell, he doesn't need to change his art just because it makes you uncomfortable. One thing I learned growing up, that just because you know or think a thing, it's not okay to say it every time. Some things are just good to know. I said that to say even if LaRussell felt strongly about his misstatement, that's something he should have kept to himself. But if you choose not to keep it to yourself, you got to understand that everybody ain't going to like you. That means in commerce too, because these same people that you're saying has to give you the ability to create your art and put it out into the world, they have free will and they still have a choice not to buy your stuff. But if you want to appeal to the masses, you have to learn how to understand people on a deeper level. And it is your responsibility to do it, not your choice, because you want me to spend my dollars. And if you want me to spend my hard-earned money, I have to understand what you mean. You don't get to log off. Now, y'all, I don't know everything. Y'all have heard this story up, down the back, and around the front. So let's talk about it. If your opinion is different from mine, drop me a comment. Because you know us black people, we always like to do stuff at home. Don't nothing outside this house need to be discussed. But this is one time that we need to discuss this. And if any of y'all got LaRussell's number, call him up and let him know that I said, keep it hip-hop.
Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. Trump too, he was heaven sent. Even you was heaven sent. I can't with this guy.
Thanks for stopping back by the house.